Most people's gap year involves them travelling off to every corner of the globe to find themselves, or bungee jump, or just chunder everywhere. Unfortunately for Far Cry 3's hero Jason Brody, his little backpacking tour lands him and his friends on a tropical island full of psychopaths. His mission then, quite simply, becomes to survive, find a way off the island, and sue Thomas Cook for false advertising. But as lead game designer Jamie Keane says, that's not as easy as ringing up your travel agent.
At the beginning of the game, you really come across Jason and you kind of really get this sense that he doesn't know what's going on. You know, he really is out of his depth here. He really doesn't know what to do about this stuff. You know, it's really scrabbly, it's really unclean, you know, it's a real kind of like, you know, tooth and claw fight for survival. He's pretty much like you or I. We kind of want players to sort of think about the way that they would react in that situation. I mean, I probably would end up being a kind of gibbering wreck on the side, but Jason's the kind of guy that you kind of aspire to be. He's the kind of guy that finds himself in the situation, reacts really positively, and kind of basically turns into this warrior. Finds out he's very good at doing this stuff, finds out he's good at killing, and perhaps even starts to like enjoying it.
The exact stuff that Jason is good at is completely down to you. In true open-world sandbox style, how you tackle a situation is your choice. It can either be softly catchy monkey, or shooty stabby killing spree, depending on your preference, or what side of the bed you woke up on. But while over the course of the game, Jason may become a one-man killing machine, some of the guys he's up against are a far cry worse.
You've probably seen Vast. He's kind of like one of our headline characters, and he's definitely pretty unhinged. I mean, he's the kind of guy that you see walking down the street, and you really kind of wish, no, please don't come and talk to me. You know, he's that guy, and he's really in your face, and he's about 10 times as worse than anything that you can possibly imagine in that front.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Insanity is kind of a key theme for Far Cry 3, and as if your thoughts weren't already more jumbled than a jigsaw and a tumble dryer, the developers are throwing psychotropic drugs into the mix.
It's the kind of place where these kind of things are available. You know, we want this island to be way off the map. It's kind of this lawless place where there are no rules. And there's a lot of tropical vegetation there, and there's a lot of people with some pretty interesting ideas about how they can use that vegetation, and you're going to get involved with those people. And it definitely becomes part of the journey of Jason getting pulled into this island world, getting seduced by this island world. We want it to be this island of contrast. We want this juxtaposition between the two, where it's a really beautiful place and it's a really alluring place, but it has a really, really dark side to it as well.
If the sound of the single-player campaign's, how shall we say, less legal aspects have given you the gaming munchies, then there's a whole host of multiplayer features to chow down on too.
We've got a load of stuff for multiplayer. We've got a full co-op campaign, which is separate completely from the single-player campaign. And then in addition to that, we've got, you know, standard PvP multiplayer. We've got 4 different game modes. Probably the most exciting of which is Firestorm, where you use fire in the world to kind of change the way that the map flows, and it really flows very dynamically. It's great.
Dynamism looks like the name of the game. It's your choice how you deal with situations and your reactions that shape the flow of the gameplay. Far Cry 3 may look like a rubbish package holiday, but it's shaping up to be an amazing gaming package.
Ah, fuck!